All right, yep. Call the meeting to order at 5:02. Stand for the pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. 3.0 is to approve the meeting agenda.
I'll make the motions.
Second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Agenda is approved. All right, 4.0 are acknowledgements and recognitions. We don't have anything specifically on the docket this evening. 5.0 are recognition of visitors and community comments. Community comments is an opportunity for the public to address the school board on an item included in the agenda.
Oh no, that's 1, 2, 3. It's nobody.
So confused, Eric.
In accordance with the guidelines printed at the end of the agenda. No community comments signed up for tonight, but welcome to everybody who is joining us for our June 2026 business meeting. Glad to have you here.
And in the future, that's the big thing today is the future viewers.
And the future viewers.
It reminds me, do you ever see, sorry, I'm digressing. You ever see that skit with Conan where he'd be like in the year 2000, even though it was like 2002 already, and he would say, "The future Conan"? That's what I always want to do when you say that. So,
For people.
yeah.
That's what happens, right? They go back and they review later.
Yeah.
There's something of interest.
All those people really, clamoring.
I think most of the viewership happens post in the future.
Only if something interesting happens in the
Right.
paper.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
I'm not sure that Zoom thing is working.
There is no future.
Oh, future viewing. Good, then we can't get in trouble.
are you trying to log into it, Jason?
Yeah, it says there's restriction.
Well, maybe all of our potential visitors are sitting in the waiting room in the lobby of the meeting.
You're never gonna get in.
Did you log in through this agenda, Chris?
I did. I'll shoot Jason this other invite. Try that one. Anyway, keep going.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. 6.0 are our reports. 6.1 is the principal's report. We're not expecting Josh, or are we?
We are not.
Okay.
I saw him leave a while ago.
All right. So that's it. He's got a report in the packet, so you can review that. Otherwise, we'll move on to 6.2, superintendent's report.
Yeah, thanks. Just two quick mentions. I want to say thanks to our food service staff. They're running summer food service this year out of the culinary arts room. And it's actually gone really well. So they're basically coming down, grabbing their trays, and then they're going back to their rooms and eating wherever they're doing their programming. So thank you to Laura and Yana for feeding our kids. And then lastly, the building is under major construction right now. So there are areas of the building that, like the high school bathrooms are gone. They're obliterated. Holes in floors.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
Good riddance, those bathrooms.
Those old locker rooms in the elementary gym, all busted open and walls coming down and plumbing going in. So it's exciting. It's messy, it's loud, but it's progress. So
Does it make you a little nervous about timelines?
oh yeah, oh yes. When you see it, you're like, is this ever gonna come back together?
How could this
It will.
possibly be ready for kids to come in?
It will. I have confidence. So thanks to ICS and their teams for that. So that's all I have. It's been, end of the year was great. Graduation was great, all the things. So here we are in June.
All right. Fantastic. Okay. 7.0 is the consent agenda. Is there anything that needs to be pulled for further discussion?
Nope.
Okay. If not, we just need a motion.
So moved.
Seconded.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Consent agenda is approved. All right, 8.0 are discussion and action items. 8.1 is to accept the expenditure and revenue report for May of 26. It's included in the packet. Business manager Oberg is not with me, but I'm assuming that Chris can answer any questions if you have any.
Overall revenues are running hotter than last year by quite a bit. You look at the percentages. And expenditures are pretty close to where they were last year. It's good.
That's
Hotter being higher.
Higher revenues.
Yeah.
We're at 99% of budget in revenue. And this is in May, so
and 83% on the
last year.
expenditure.
I just, the hot versus cold was,
Yeah.
was, I
Sorry,
just had to clarify.
Well,
running fast.
and it's interesting because a lot of the construction revenue and stuff in there. It's like,
It's kind of hard to figure it out sometimes.
More complex.
Well, I'll make a motion to accept the expense and revenue report for May.
I'll second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. All right, 8.2 is
Jason's up.
approved. Okay, Jason from ICS is here. We've got the design development documents up for approval. Jason from ICS is with us with the construction update and
That is a stack of papers.
It is.
the design.
So I consolidated the 150 pages into a booklet here, kind of a summary of everything that
A light
we did here.
moment.
Yep. They call it a booklet, so you have to print it.
What size of paper is
That's
this?
11 by
By 17.
17.
Yeah.
I used to love this. I was doing this.
So I am having a little trouble with the link there, Chris, so if you want to go through the slides, it's fine. I got them up there for you. Okay. Yeah, so I'll be doing a construction update. For referendum 1, we're going to review the budget, recent change orders, furniture, and project updates. And then we're going to get into the referendum 2 design. Design development is the current stage we are in, and then next steps.
Pay attention.
So moved up. Anyway, but okay, our budget update here. So
There we go. How are we doing?
just fine. We can work through this here. So regarding our budget for referendum 1, the budget is $26,313,108. The current construction cost is at $26,292,094. So we anticipate the cost to be under the budget with a surplus of $31,014. And we have a remaining contingency of $714,810. Recent updates to the budget. Pay App 17 was processed in early June for the May construction that had a cost of $494,614. And contingency and change orders are discussed on the next slides. So regarding change orders, the change order process here, the approval matrix was reviewed with the group in January of 2025. So I wasn't here on the project at that time. And we're just starting to go through the steps here. So now that we're in construction, we're going through change orders. The approval matrix, so construction changes with a value of less than $30,000 can get approved by the superintendent. If the cost is greater than 30,000 but less than 50, and the project remains on budget, that approval would go through the POC meeting. And then anything over 50,000 or something outside of the budget would come back to this group here. So we do have 4 change orders that we reviewed at the POC meeting on Tuesday. Those were with A.G. O'Brien for $25,114.43. Those were generally related to HVAC controls and some existing conditions and plumbing changes in the cafeteria. BCI, the general construction contractor, they had a change order of $16,853.66. That was related to roofing, bleachers, and then some bathroom hardware changes
Those are the bleachers in the new gym, right?
in the new gym. And that was actually a credit for the chairs on the bleachers.
Okay.
And then Hunt Electric, they had a change order for $932 related to relocating the water fountain in the cafeteria. And then last year, Northland, the site contractor, they issued a credit of $167,500. And that was value engineering. So some of those exercises we went through in the winter to bring the project back in the budget. That was related to aggregate below the bus loop. So we no longer are asking them to dig up the base there. They're only going to replace the asphalt. And there were some concrete changes that we reviewed with these changes generally relate to the plan review and permitting. So the plan review process that we went through with the state throughout the last several months here. The permit was received and these were corrections to the process there, to the drawings. So we do not anticipate any other unforeseen plan review type of change orders coming through. Following that approval matrix, there is no board action required for these particular contract changes this month. And any remaining value engineering, there still are a couple of items we're working on, but that value will be recorded as contingency going forward, and we will no longer track this surplus as a second bucket of money. Regarding furniture, so we've made a lot of progress with furniture, and we continue again next week. The procurement is ongoing, and we have ordered the furniture for the cafeteria. So here's a rendering of how the cafeteria will be laid out, and then the tables in the back there, those are in the hallway across from the cafeteria.
Oh,
Some high tops.
These high tops are cool because you can just tip them like this and you can use them to blow away, put logos on them, and they're kind of multi-purpose things.
As a project update, as Chris mentioned, there's a lot of construction going on right now. Saw cutting, the underground plumbing, that high school bathroom, like you said, that is gone. It's gone, yeah.
The blue
So-
wall remains.
That's the upper left-hand corner picture. That's a guy standing in the girls' bathroom, actually, side. But like they're gone.
And we are doing some framing, and the hallways are ready for the carpet, so that work should be going next week.
The rubber floor.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah, I'm sorry.
No carpet.
Well, looks nice.
Yep, and the retaining wall that has completed as well. And we're starting to do the rebar for the foundations and footings.
And busting rock.
They were doing that all day today. Are there any other questions about the current activities?
We saved enough to get the solar tubes back into the plan.
Just about. I do have it on the
It's
list.
really high on my wish list, like.
We'll see.
We know. It's also high on my wish list to make sure we get a good track that's not
All
be replaced.
All the things,
Right.
all the things.
Can't be replacing that thing every 7, 8 years.
I am tracking that as well for you.
Really big on like natural light, makes a big difference to human beings.
So regarding the referendum 2 design, we can jump right into this. So on the screen here, we have the athletics improvements. So the features here include a larger storage area, removal of the pole vault. So that was a suggestion from the track team. We do have a larger sidewalk around the hillside here, so we can fit picnic tables around here. And this will be more of a hill, so it will allow seating there as well. We do have the shot put in the distance over here. And then the concession building has moved up closer to the building. And there is a sidewalk here now connecting our new fitness and gym area to the track.
So I'm not complaining about pole vault going away since I know we don't really have any pole vaulters, but if we did in the future, is that a huge project to add sometime later or?
So that is something I am working through with the design team to identify where this pole vault would go in the future. And put a cost to it.
Yeah. I know that the POC probably hears this, but I don't. And
No,
I don't wanna
it's-
do a giant project and be like, no, we have a bunch of kids who wanna do pole vault.
it seemed like beyond the construction component, I think a particular coach, they need to have certifications to do that.
Some differences in insurance and the poles themselves. They have to be specific for each kid and they're hundreds of dollars. So there were a lot of reasons that they kind of went.
Is that something they do in the metro still, pole vault or?
It's done, yes, and it's done in the region, but it's done, there's like 1 or 2 facilities in the Arrowhead that have it.
Huh.
The vast majority don't, for all the reasons our coaches said. And so
Does Two Harbors have it? I vaguely remember a pole.
I think
vault.
Two Harbors might have it, not Silver Bay.
I think they do, but I'm not certain.
So those places that have it host the meets regionally for all the pole vaulters. Just because most places don't have the facility.
And sometimes those are not even the same meets as the rest.
Yeah, different day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, it does happen in the metro, but our coaches were pretty adamant. They're like, it's never gonna happen here. We're never gonna host a state meet here because we're up at the far northeast corner. So it's just not, they said we want the money to go elsewhere, like more storage,
More storage, better track.
better.
Yeah, that was what April told me. She like track surface.
Right, invest in the track service.
So we will have some meetings next week to review the track surface and the turf. We're gonna do that on Thursday. In person here. Are there any questions about the athletics area?
The only thing I would add is the discus, the one that's going from southwest to northeast, that's not in the plan anymore. So it's just the one that's in the northeast throwing southwest. The coaches are looking into the ability to put one in the far northwest corner of the multipurpose field and then throw southeast. They like to have 2 different directions because of wind. But that configuration takes up too much of the field for soccer. And
Can you
football.
make the non-Cook County players throw against the wind?
Right.
Home field.
Home field advantage.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. I have
Especially in discus.
3 throwers in my family
Yeah.
now and I hear about it.
Some newer items that we've talked about really in the last POC meeting.
Sorry.
We talked about putting the scoreboard over on this side.
Yep.
And then the flagpole up here across from the concession building.
The scoreboard won't block our little bit of Lakeview we get.
Well, placement will be important.
Serious, not a joke.
Also making sure that it's visible to all the people that'll be sitting on the hill.
Yeah.
Unlike now, if you're sitting on the hill, you can't see the scoreboard.
Unless you walk into the field. That's kind of a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I do it anytime I want.
Think of it, fence there now.
They're gonna stop me? No.
So regarding the structures on the track area, so we have got our storage building here with 3 separate bays, 3 separate garage doors, and 3 personal doors there. We've got bleachers here. And bleachers do also have a press box on the top. And then over here, we've got our concessions building, and we've been working with Chris to make sure that we're staying compliant with the health code regulations and making sure that we're getting the right tables and, you know, serving the right food for the design as well. We've got a storage area. This area is generally for maintenance of this building, so janitorial type of space there. We've got restrooms, so men's up here, a family restroom, and then women's down here.
And more biffies. Well, then move it up in the world.
Right?
So one thing the design team did with this is they took the occupancy of the stadium back to the state and did get a variance from the code to allow us to have less restrooms than you may need. So I think they were able to take away 2 stalls there because, you know, that's.
We're used to 2 biffies. We're still
Yeah.
gonna feel like it's.
So
a
this
pretty
is
big-
gonna be,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, and they did that
Plenty.
because we have the sidewalk back to the building where the other restrooms are.
correct.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So regarding the outdoor learning spaces, so we did reduce some of the scope in these 2 areas. The first design was a bit higher on the budget than we really could afford. In the Sawtooth courtyard, so the main focus here are the existing planter boxes and also that mosaic. So we will be doing some site work to make the elevations a bit better back there. You know, there's quite a hill. We will also be putting the amphitheater seating here around this mosaic and a new sidewalk. So leaving a lot of that existing to remain. And, you know, really focusing on that area. In the front, we previously had the amphitheater seating around this center. That has been removed, but we still have benches around the outside here, benches under the canopy, and then picnic tables around. So we did reduce that scope quite a bit
This
as
little
well.
green blurb in the corner.
It's a tree.
That's a tree, yep.
Okay.
And then so that's a tree. These are maybe 10-inch accent pathways. And then this will still be sod, but it will be,
It's like all the little squares are pathways or around the squares are pathways and the white squares are just grass.
Grass.
Okay.
Grass or
I think the
colored concrete.
blue ones are colored concrete.
yep.
Okay.
It's kind of like not exactly a checkerboard, but it's some grass, some concrete.
And the benches, we'll make sure those are mobile to manage the snow.
Super great that some of the benches are under the awning because so many kids
Yeah.
are waiting there
That's
in all
exactly
sorts
right.
of weather, right? So.
You can sit there while it's raining.
Mom and dad out of the rain.
That's exactly right.
Good choice.
Regarding the theater, so the area of focus in the theater was lighting and lighting controls, The motorized structures, so this over here, it's going to drop down as a rack. So the theater department can change the light fixtures and then bring it back up without having their genie booms.
The lifts.
The lifts, yep. And so we're going to replace some of the light fixtures, the lighting controls, add some of those motorized structures, replace the seating in the front section of the theater, and then do some finish updates like paint and flooring. We did have a lot of discussion on the chairs, and one particular chair is more desirable now. I think it in the theater right now.
Yeah, it's nice.
It does look like this one here.
It's black
There's a single one out over there,
in the
In there.
theater.
check out.
And there's probably 5 other ones that are no good.
Yeah,
We ruled out the other 4.
I had sort of a hissy fit. I had a hissy fit over, but
Not
these are nice
you.
because these stack really nice and they're, so you can remove them and make dinner theater and
Yeah,
things.
that's so cool that they have the flexibility,
They are a little more expensive than the other ones, but it's worth it
and they're in budget.
overall. But
Overall, yep.
Within budget.
I mean, that was the basic objective was to make that space more flexible, and the chair was kind of the linchpin on that, right? Like, because they're, as they currently are not mobile enough to make it user,
They take it out for like prom and certain things, and you've got the
and it's really hard. And
Yeah, they're really,
hallways just like.
people get injured
But-
with those things, so.
But you also want to sort of maintain the fidelity to a theater experience, right? Where you have a seat that's comfortable and not just like one of those, you know? So, yeah, kind of went around and around with this one. So it's nice that there's actually an option out there to like accomplish the goal.
I'm great that you guys got a few to like actually. Sometimes you order it and you're like, oh, this looks right, and then you're like,
No, we tried them.
oh, wow.
Yep. That might have been the hardest decision we've made so far.
Yeah.
We're lucky. That's our hardest decision, that's pretty much.
Well, and you kept pushing forward, like, hey, this one just isn't quite right.
Dragging.
It looks like it's in a stadium, not a theater, you know?
Feels like the story of Goldilocks and the 5 chairs.
Well, what you don't want to do is at the end of this project, have people come into that theater space and be like,
Good stuff.
we downgraded our seating, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the functionality is part of it, but you also want to have like, still be good seating
And the taxpayers are gonna come in to their certain spaces, and
and shred it.
that'll be a real obvious one.
So regarding the estimate, so I have been working with the contractors that we already have on site. Like this Northland Constructors, A.G. O'Brien, to help really firm up this price and make sure that we're on the right track going into the bidding process. So our schematic design, which is what we reviewed in April, we had an estimate of $9,072,456. That is the construction cost, not including the contingency and the design and permitting and those sort of things. The current estimate here is at $9,025,512. Some of the numbers went up, some of them went down, but overall, we're still on track with our budget.
And you're gonna sneak some natural light back in the building.
No, that's
Roll out.
a different bond. You can't do that.
You can't do that with
They're
this.
separate. You can't mix and match these two different
Okay,
phases, right?
Correct.
I thought that was part of this phase originally and you come out of it.
No, that was
No.
part of the first one. This is the second phase.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are overlap areas in the referendums, however, that allow for some wiggle room.
But
Just gotta be
but
careful how
the
you
lights
document.
aren't part of that.
It's not a light, it's a,
It's still not part of it.
I want it back in somewhere.
Okay, good.
Good. Regarding our schedule, so we are June 18th. And we have finished with the design development, which I just showed you. Going forward, we will be working on the construction documents through July. But the next board meeting, we will be asking for approval on those documents. And then in August, the project will be going out to bid for approval in September.
Moving fast.
Yep, construction on this, we're hoping to mobilize sometime in the fall to bring in some of this soil before winter, before freeze. So that's really the goal here. The recommendation here is to vote to approve the design development documents as I presented here, and to allow us to proceed with the construction documents. Are there any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the design development documents.
Second. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries.
Jason, procedurally, like I see on page 2, there's a signature here. Do we need to do, is it a
No.
DocuSign kind of?
No.
Okay.
We're good with this.
Okay,
This was just part of this document packet, yeah.
okay.
Do you want these back or can we keep these?
Oh, they're for you. It took a long time to print, man.
Yeah,
We need to examine these with great care.
this is gonna make my briefcase at least 1 pound heavier for the next 6 months.
Just follow it everywhere you go.
It's like a black hole. All right. Thank you,
Jason.
Jason, for coming and sharing that. Let's see, only construction.
I believe so.
Okay. All right, perfect. So we'll move on to 8.3, which is approval of the fiscal 2027 school district budget.
Drive safe.
Yeah, thank you.
See you next.
I can, Mr. Chair, go through the slides again. You've seen them twice.
Any big, I missed the last meeting because I was traveling. Were there any big changes?
Nothing has changed since the work session that but you missed that, I think, right?
Yeah, but we had looked at it before with Teresa, so there would only be
Right, very,
a
very,
couple minor things. Was there
Right.
anything that?
no, nothing significant. We still have, overall, these are some of the variables. These are some of the things that are in the budget with assigned funds, transportation, some vans, 1 more bus, curriculum adoptions, technology. Well, that's all the same. None of that has changed. And then ultimately, this is Fund 1. It's a budget of a $750,000 spend down of funds, most of that being signed and restricted funds.
That's their curriculum, that sort of
Yep.
thing. Yep.
Yep. So it may have changed by a few bucks, but it's all the same stuff.
And the I was just thinking about the report in the principal's report.
Mhm.
Cause Josh talked a little bit about enrollment for this coming year and it seems to track with the chart in here. I think he said, or it's close.
Mhm.
I think he said at this point we have 16 kindergarten
Something like
signed
that,
up so far, and then like 29 pre-K
Right.
that are coming. So far, that kind of trend that we were expecting of the little dip and then
The
maybe
prediction
rebounding.
of 3 years of smaller classes is coming to fruition and true and accurate.
That really just his birth rate's gonna be
It's
counting.
just birth rates. Yeah,
There's not anything we can do about that.
exactly.
Or if we could, it was something in the water 5 years ago or so.
Exactly. We all know what happened 5 years ago, 6 years ago,
Didn't make people wanna have kids,
right?
little uncertainty there.
I don't wanna have kids, period. That's the reality. I mean, it is. In our modern world, people don't wanna have kids, like.
It's less.
5 kids in, it is solidly harder to have summer for me than it is for me to just go to work at the school year. Like it's blatantly clear to me that this is, this kids thing's a big deal.
Sure. I have a point that, but I won't make it on camera.
Go for it, or don't. I don't know what you're gonna say.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, having 2 kids married is harder than having 1 kid as a single parent. It is.
Did you do the half and half time thing?
No, I mean, no, after age 4, he was with me 95% of the time, and it was way easier than having 2 kids.
Go to 3, then you're zone defense.
Oh, no.
5 is complete chaos. 5 different scenarios.
All right.
Yeah, so regarding the budget, any questions or comments, anything anybody wants to dive in deeper on at this point for?
We weren't doing a good job of selling bigger class sizes in the.
Yeah, no kidding, I'm committed
Walk
to
away.
having kids is hard, don't do it.
It's really the best. Have more kids.
5 years, we'll call this the Reddix.
Yep,
Thanks.
I have that much clout. And this YouTube channel has that much clout.
For sure,
That much of a following.
for sure.
Yeah, it won't just be the county.
Yeah, it'll just go, you know.
Need a motion?
Yeah.
Motion to accept the budget for 2027.
I'll second.
Further discussion? I just say thanks to Teresa for all her work on this. She's not here tonight.
But she does work hard for this.
Yep.
She got it done early on purpose. She's in
Pardon,
London.
I've seen it so many times. She's in
Yeah.
London. I was supposed to be in London right now. Oh, I'm so jealous.
The narrative was great. I read through that and it's, so for anybody in the public that's interested in learning more specifics about the budget, get your hands on the narrative for this in particular, and it's very informative, so.
And it will be posted to our website following this meeting.
Perfect. Okay, all those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. All right, 8.4 is to approve our 10-year LTFM plan. Got that in the packet as well.
This was also brought to you early by Teresa, and reviewed. Basically, this is an annual process. We have to submit to the state explaining how we're planning for the LTFM dollars that we collect over a 10-year window. And so we do it every year, update it. It's you can see if you really get into the granular details, there are years where she's budgeted for a big spend on something that would be like a roof project or an HVAC project, and then you come back up again and then spend another big something.
Which is kind of the natural cycle.
Which is the whole purpose of LTFM. Yep. So you'll do this again next June.
Long-term facilities maintenance for the uninitiated out there. That's the acronym.
Thanks, Dan. I used to do such a good job of asking what the acronym was all the time, so it'd be on camera. Don't do it anymore.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. All right, 8.5 is to, we've got a resolution for filing dates for the 2026 school board election. And the resolution is here in the packet. This is something that we have to do this is kind of the first step in the election process, I believe.
We do it every time,
Each election.
every election year, every 2.
Filing period begins on July 14th and closes on July 28th. And there's 3 seats are for election, District 1, District 3, and District 5.
Ever so slightly earlier than it has been in years past. It's like
Feel like
Yeah,
I
I
was in
remember.
by a week
August.
into it. It's normally.
Yeah, I remember it
August.
it was the last day
August
driving
2nd or
into
something.
town, and it was
Yeah.
sometime in August.
Just a little earlier than that.
But the windows always has been the same, or?
I'm sorry.
Has the window always just been 2 weeks? or-
Yeah,
Oh,
it's actually a pretty short window.
oh,
Yeah, so recruit someone there, Mr. Reddix.
yeah.
Okay, any other questions or comments on this? If not, we just need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Resolution's adopted. All right, 8.6 is to approve the 26-27 speech services contract.
I apologize for the lateness of this getting into the agenda just today. We hired or contracted for the services of Jane Wolf last spring for this past school year. She lives in Two Harbors with her family and has come up 2 days a week, for the most part, 2 days a week, all school year. She's provided outstanding speech services for our students. So this is a contract for next year. She did not change any dollar values. There are a few little tweaks to language regarding having this stay overnight and have lodging paid for if the weather's bad or something like that. She made a little more flexibility in the 2 day a week, but 2 to 5 days a week if needed, because on occasion when they're doing an evaluation, she's needed for more than just 2 days a week. So Tina Frederickson from the NLC helped kind of throttle her caseload and how much time of hers we need, just like all of our other case managers. So essentially, this is just a refresh of last year's contract.
It took us a long time to get someone to come in person.
Yeah, so my first 3 years here, we didn't have anyone, and then we had Haley, and then Haley's now gone to the hospital. Mabel is still here full-time. She was a first-year teacher this year. She'll be our full-time SLP again next year. And then Jane is just a couple days a week.
So having real bodies in the building
Real bodies,
is a big
not
improvement
virtual.
on things we've had in the past.
100%.
I read through the contract and I did note the like staying
over.
provisions around that. And I was curious and just like how you handle situations where there's inclement weather or whatever. And I was just curious about, how that was handled in the past. Was that like an issue, because we did have a fair amount of inclement weather
We did.
this
We
last
did,
year.
and so she would stay overnight at a hotel and out of her own pocket. She's advocating to be able to be reimbursed for that when she has to navigate that.
Yeah, but rather than a pay raise of any sort.
Did it seem like there's also just like if the like cancellation or whatever was called after a certain time, she's maybe already on the road, we'd get billed for that day anyways. Any of those kinds of things like.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Or that.
I'm not worried about that because we usually make that call early
You do
enough.
a pretty
Okay.
good job. I've
Try
appreciated
to.
that, and I've heard parents say they appreciate it versus the
Okay.
last minute in the morning.
Yeah, no, that I'm not worried about that. The costs of staying over for bed, I do worry about that, and that's where we may.
Is there a cap on? There's no cap for that. Or
Capped
blizzard year, we could pay for a bunch of
I
days.
mean, there's like a cap in the instance.
in the amount
Yeah, it's
The 135.
135 and 25 for meals
per day.
per instance, basically.
But if we had one of these, we do occasionally have these years where snow goes crazy.
I mean, is there like, well, I suppose we could circle back to that if it becomes an issue, could have a
We could.
conversation and be like, maybe we.
We could, I would also offer that maybe next year in the spring, if we can capture how much FTE would be made, we post again and try to hire someone who's our employee, who's not a contract. You always pay more when it's a contracted service, because they have the leverage to say, this is what I want.
Yeah.
So I think, hopefully we could maybe repost and find someone. The market is significantly different than it was 4 or 5 years ago. We've gotten an OT, we've gotten a SLP, so I'm feeling pretty good about hiring right now.
And she seems pretty consistent in terms of being here in person and not like
Fabulous.
doing the virtual necessarily, because that's.
She's been fabulous.
Okay, great. Well, that's great.
Did she put anywhere here that in case of inclement weather, she wants the option of virtual or anything like that?
There is.
That's all.
That's also in there.
Yeah.
Yep, that is in there.
Is it by the snow division? I didn't see that.
I read it. I
think it's in this additional provisions and duties of parties section, like section 5. In the event.
G and H, yeah, there's
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
they can cancel.
reschedule or, yeah. Got language with teletherapy sessions. And how she would bill those.
Is that in, you said G and H, but I don't see it in there. Is it
No, it's the next page, so page 7, no,
I, J,
B. Page 7B,
B?
or I guess it's article 6B, there you go. And payment reimbursement.
But I mean, I guess in practice, we've kind of
She's been here in
able
person every day,
to,
yeah.
been able to kind of flesh this out. And it's been satisfactory.
Very
We're
much.
not like worried about it.
Nope.
So,
Very thorough, you guys. Holy man.
you know, you need a little light reading, read this.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's approve this and move on.
Make an emotion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. All right, 8.7 is to approve the specific services contract with ARC. And we have their invoice. I guess they invoice us just annually, or is that just an example of how their charges are broken down?
I believe they invoice us twice a year.
Okay,
And so half in July, half in January. This dollar amount is almost exactly the same as last year. The fluctuation of $100 or so is probably just because of enrollment.
sure.
This is the service this is our support for student information systems and our HR payroll systems. Lifeline for small school districts. So,
For sure.
and this is every June as well.
Park is the Arrowhead Regional Computing. Student activities.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
I,
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. All right, 8.8 is our resolution accepting donations for June of 2026. And there are yet another slate of donations here.
$3,300.
Mhm.
kind of constant of how generous people and organizations have been, hasn't it? It's great.
So I make a motion to accept donations with gratitude.
I'll second. And I'll second the gratitude too.
Any further discussion?
I don't give gratitude out lightly either.
We're being generous with our students and
No, that's true. It's great.
it's so appreciated.
It's like thousands of dollars every month. It really is amazing.
And even if it's not these type of things, like Lloyd K. Johnson gave out record amounts of funding in our community this
Not so,
season.
for sure.
It's so appreciated, the things that people do for predominantly our students.
All those in favor?
I,
Aye. Those opposed? Resolution's adopted. All right, 9.0 personnel. 9.1 is a slate for June of personnel items. Here.
Predominantly some coaching staff.
Yep. Just for clarity, that part-time cross-country coach, that's to fill in for when Emma Spoon goes out on maternity leave. So
Approximately when is that?
except end of September. So Chandler will pick up the back half of the season for her.
Okay.
I should know this, but do we already have a long-term sub and everything?
We're working on that. The science, we did. So Ryan Lang is on here for art.
He was gonna do science.
He was gonna do science, now he's doing art, and now we're hiring science.
Acceptance and the
Yep.
change.
Yep, so we're interviewing 2 candidates within the next week for the science position.
Do they have to have a teaching license for that?
They do, and sometimes you can do like an out of field placement for a long-term sub. So you have a license, just not in the right area.
It doesn't have to necessarily be a tier 4, does it?
Should be a tier 3 or tier 4. Well, you're right, it could be, you could do
There's
it
some
with a
flexibility.
tier 1 or 2 if you had to.
That, yeah.
Yeah, just more hoops. But they have a couple candidates, so hey, we'll
That's
see.
great.
Okay, awesome.
Hopefully good candidates,
Right, exactly.
big shoes to fill.
Motion, I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? Eric, Quinn, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion carries.
I'll make a motion.
Motion to adjourn. All right, we're adjourned 5:54.